All right, we got our coffee at Summer Moon in downtown Celina, and now I want to show you around Carter Ranch, which if you've watched our videos before, it's right next to Bluewood. Carter Ranch is pretty cool. We're going to kind of time-lapse this through down Preston. It's 5, 7, 10 minutes away from downtown Celina, south of Celina, right south of, you go south down Preston Road. So we're going to get through here. Traffic's a little bit busier than typical because it's summer and everyone is out doing things, even though it's like 12:30. Oh, I guess the lunch crowd too. It's probably at lunch. All right, so as we come up to this light right here, this is actually the Collin County Outer Loop, which is pretty cool. It's not, it's not going to be a big major road. It is going to be bigger than a lot of the roads around. So you kind of have to figure out how you feel about that. I like it. I live near this. If you head if you head right, which is west, it takes you directly to where the tollway will be, Dallas North Tollway. If you take left, it's going to take you east, and it's going to take you further out into the country. But I really like the convenience of this because there's a bridge to our right going over the train track. And right now there's not a ton of bridges going over the train track, so you can get stuck quite a bit going up and down Celina, Gunner, Prosper, that area. So you hop over there, go to the tollway, and then you head straight down, and it's saved tons and tons of time. So on our left right here, all of these houses you're seeing are Carter Ranch. We're going to be driving through there. This right now is just a field. I'm sure it's for sale or sold, or that'll eventually be something else, probably retail, or don't quote me on this, but it's probably going to be retail or something like that. It could already be zoned and somebody could have bought the land. But anyways, that's that. Up here on the left, so we're going to turn at this light right here, and on the left you'll see there's more construction going on, but we also have there's a gym up here, a UPS. I love that store. That's one I go to. There's a donut shop, there's a Subway, there's an oil and lube place, like if you need an oil change, things like that. So really convenient. You can walk to it without having to cross any roads. It's in the neighborhood. And as soon as we get the clear, we are going to go into Carter Ranch. Oh, look at that. Look at the timing there. Love it. Cool. Nice entrance. I love the waterfall here. So Carter Ranch used to be owned by the Carter family, who had a Carter Ranch. This used to all be a ranch where they worked horses and hay and cows, and I don't know exactly what they worked, but it used to be a ranch. That's why it's called Carter Ranch. That's a lot of areas in this area are named after ranches. So on our right side, we got a little pond there. I say little because there's a 10-acre pond in the neighborhood that I'll show you in a minute. Got a pool, got a little pavilion area, got some little spaces there, walking trails, all of that. Just a really, really cool neighborhood with amenities. My favorite part's gonna be this pond that you're gonna see when we get further into the neighborhood. There's also a little park up here, just a big open green space. Actually, let me show you that now. I'll just come up here, and what you'll see is, I just got a text message, so that distracted me. As we get up here, you'll see that this is Bluewood, which you might have seen on my other video. But up here on the left, this is still part of Carter Ranch. A little green area and a park and things like that. Kids run around there and have fun. And then when we get to about this spot is where we get the in-neighborhood elementary school. And we're also starting to get into Bluewood, which, if you want to take a look at Bluewood, I have another video on my channel touring Bluewood. So we're going to turn around and we're going to go back into Carter Ranch. Everyone's wondering, why does that guy have a GoPro on his car? Truck, I guess. All right, let's go check out the pond, since that's my favorite part. Unless we find something else cool to check out. So here's Carter Ranch. Carter Ranch is a little bit older than Bluewood. And you can get some pretty large houses in Carter Ranch. So if you need a lot of room, this is a good place to be. Little waterway here going through. I don't know if you can see that to the left, but to the left there's the big 10 acre, but I'll get you to another angle where you can see. So nice, well maintained. So it's a 10 acre lake pond thing. And residents can fish, catch and release kind of fishing stuff. There's a bunch of walking trails around it too, so it's really pretty. You can probably see that, or start to see that. So I'll kind of go through here a little bit slowly so you can see, but it's huge, it's massive. You got a kid out there fishing. Fortunately, it's a very hot day, so there's not many people out. And I say fortunately because it makes it easier for me to film these videos. Because I try not to get people in my videos, especially kids. Even though it's public and all that or whatever. But anyways, so pretty cool pond over there. They got a little dock around the other side where you can go off the dock and fish and all that stuff. So that's kind of a fun feature of Carter Ranch. We're gonna go back this way and then we're gonna loop around just so you can kind of get a feel for the neighborhood, because all the houses aren't necessarily this big. You know, these are pretty good sized houses. A lot of 3-car garages. Oh, I'm gonna go down here. I think this has a good view of the lake. Yeah, that's not bad. So here, there's a lake. So, outside of Carter Ranch, we are in Celina town. We're also in Celina schools. And I don't know why I keep looking at my phone. But we're gonna loop over this way, show you some more houses. So we're in Celina. Celina's the town that I live in. I love Celina. Grew up in Frisco, moved to Celina, and it is just perfect for what we want. And it has some elevation, so as you're driving through town, you can see, like, sometimes you're on the top of a hill, sometimes you're on the bottom of a hill. Celina actually has the highest point in all of Collin County, located in Celina, which is kind of interesting. Kind of a neat little, fun fact or whatever you want to call it. Celina, what is Celina home to? Celina, man, when I was growing up in Celina and I was in middle school and high school, Celina had one of the best football teams in the state. They were dominant. I mean, they were just wickedly good. Now they're still pretty good, but they're not quite as good as when I was growing up and our teams were trying to compete with them. Oh, state trooper. Appreciate your service, sir or ma'am. What else? Celina has, Celina has a ton of character. So that's hard to put on paper. It's hard to explain why Celina has character, but Celina is just, they spend the EDC, which is the Economic Development Corporation, and the city and the mayor really work hard to get smaller local businesses that have character, less big companies, to really help them, build that character, right? A couple of things about Celina. We had a Troubadour Fest last year. It was the inaugural event, a bunch of Texas country. It was unbelievable. 8,000 people or something. I mean, it was just so cool. And it was in Celina, which is crazy because I moved here and Celina was still known, but it wasn't super popular. And I kind of grew, I knew what was going to happen. So it's not a surprise by any means, but it's kind of fun moving here and going, okay, now everything's starting to come to us. We're getting a Starbucks that's opening soon. It's probably going to be open in the next few weeks because they're getting that thing done quick. which makes me think they probably have a construction company connected to Starbucks that might be, I'm making this up, but I bet you that's how they build them so fast. They have a construction company that probably travels around and builds their Starbucks to their specs, which wouldn't surprise me. What else? Celina's got Rollertown Brew Works. It's called Rollertown because the story goes, or the way the story goes, that when the railroad went through, Celina wasn't on the railroad, and they knew that the town was going to die if they didn't move the town to the railroad. So what they did is they ended up putting the town on rollers of sorts and rolling the town close to the railroad, and we still have the town of Celina. And we're kind of back here. So anyways, Celina is just, I love Celina. So if you're asking me where to move, I'm probably going to tell you Celina if you don't care on location. Celina, Prosper, I like Prosper. One of the things, man, that guy's flying. One of the things with Prosper is Celina is a little bit better priced than Prosper. Celina's also a lot bigger. Prosper has some higher end homes. So if you're looking at some higher end stuff, you're going to have an easier time finding that in Prosper than you will Celina right now. But those neighborhoods are starting to develop, starting to get built, and you're going to start to see those higher end custom type homes getting built a little bit more frequently in Celina in the coming years. But for now, if you're looking for something, really high end, custom, that kind of thing, you're going to find that more easily in Prosper. I think Gunter's another town that's going to be growing pretty quick too. So that's Carter Ranch. That's all I have. Welcome to Carter Ranch. We're going to go back into Bluewood. I'm going to go home and I'm going to edit this video and put it out. If there's anything I can do for you, let me know. Down in the description, if you're a buyer, I got buyers' 6 top questions that you should be asking before you go and buy a house. If you're a seller and you're looking to sell, 5 best upgrades. So go down there, click the link. It'll ask for your email. It'll email it off, and you'll get access to that information that you absolutely must do before you buy or before you sell a house. If you're an agent, I also got some information down there for you too. So anyways, that's all I got. Talk to you guys later. Bye.